Welcome back for part 8 of the Dungeons & Dragons Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden book series. This video will continue by covering the Sunblight. The Sunblight duergar clan and the fortress they have built above ground are the next part of the adventure and will lead up to the Chardalyn dragon attack. The duergar here have decided that the Underdark isn't big enough for them, so they have expanded above ground. So chapter 3 of the book is dedicated to the Sunblight duergar clan and their new fortress home. The fortress connects the clan's Underdark home with their new one on the surface, and from here they're plotting the destruction of the 10 towns people. Zardarok Sunblight is the warlock leader of the duergar and believes he's taking orders from Deep Dara, which is his duergar god, but he's really being manipulated by Asmodeus. Evidently, Asmodeus has a history of doing this, imitating other gods to manipulate others. Asmodeus is pretending to be Deep Dara, so he has fooled Zardarok. Asmodeus has even gone so far as to plant a disguised barbed devil in his fortress, who is pretending to be a duergar priest, and the devil has become one of Zardarok's most trusted advisors, so that lets him keep a close eye on the leader. Zardarok's main goal is to gather a crystal material called Chardalyn, and he's building a mechanical dragon from it. This dragon will be used to destroy the 10 towns. The players may have learned of the duergar plot to build this dragon made of Chardalyn and decide to attack before the dragon is unleashed, a preemptive strike as it is. If they do, they'll discover they're too late, because as the players arrive at the fortress, the dragon takes off. If the players haven't moved on the dwarf fortress, the DM can have a town speaker tell the players that he's captured one of the duergar and forced him to reveal their plan. The speaker asks the players to move on the dwarves before they can attack, and if the players accept, they'll be given a map to the fortress. Let's look into this dwarf leader, Zardarok. Zardarok is obsessed with finding every piece of the Chardalyn that exists, and he has his duergar minions looking everywhere for it. They've been wandering around the wild and through 10 towns invisibly. While in 10 towns, they're always invisible, so they can conceal their plans, and the people don't know what's going on. Exposure to the Chardalyn has had an unexpected side effect on anyone who's exposed to it. It's made Zardarok mad, and now he prizes the Chardalyn crystal above all other things. That includes clan and family. He's very paranoid, and he has all of his advisors spying on all the other duergar in a constant attempt to discover if someone's trying to kill and replace him. Now there's another player in all of this duergar to see too, a female named Grandalfa Musgart. Her family is based in the Underdark and controls the production of a filthy duergar ale they like to drink. She has recently arrived at the fortress at the request of Zardarok. Zardarok wants to take her as his 4th wife, but her only interests are in killing him and taking his position as the leader. What a nice girl. Now that we have some background on the persons involved, let's see what's waiting for the party. The players shouldn't be above level 6 when this chapter starts, and they should gain another level if they do any of the following. Killing Zardarok is 1. Finding the Chardalyn dragon's flight plan is another. Freeing the Myconid sovereign, or destroying the heart of the red dragon, which powers the duergar forge. That'll keep them from repairing the dragon if that's needed. This will all be explained a little more further. The characters can find the fortress in 1 of 3 ways. From a map found on the East Haven ferry, by obtaining one from a town speaker, or compelling a captured duergar to tell them. As the players approach the duergar fortress, huge doors will open and the Chardalyn dragon will take flight. Now the players must decide at this time to continue with their attack on the fortress or chase the dragon. If the players continue to the fortress, they will see that it's bare in appearance and composed of gray stone. There's a smoky haze coming up from the forge found inside, and the haze is actually a bit toxic. Most rooms are heated by a brazier, so there is a dim light in them. Other than that, there won't be much light anywhere since the duergar don't need it to see. Ceilings are 10 to 30 feet high, depending on the room, and elevators connect the 3 levels of the fortress. The players will most likely enter on the command level, which is the middle level. This level mostly contains living quarters for Zardarok and his two sons, and there are also some halls for training and dining. Just past the entrance, there's a vestibule, and a guard will always be watching. If she sees strangers approaching, she will alert the other duergar who are close to her. There is a duergar barracks in the next room, and they're ready for intruders. Further in is Zardarok's war room, where a map of 10 towns will be found. A map of the town and a dragon are on this war map, so his intentions to attack are clear from what is seen. The dragon's flight plan can be found here, and that can be very valuable. Back to Grandolpha. Her and her bodyguards will soon be found on this entry level. When they are, she will order her guards to stand down, and she will invite the party to have dinner with her. If she is questioned, she will tell the players of Zardarok's plan to attack the towns and the dragon's programmed flight plan. So she'll tell them the truth. This can also be found in his war room, as we mentioned before. She'll tell them of Zardarok capturing Underdark creatures with the intent of turning them loose on 10 towns. She'll also reveal that he has a Myconid sovereign and is using the spores to reanimate corpses. She also tells them of her plans to turn the Sunblight duergar against him and take over the group. She's very open because she's hoping the party will do the killing for her. You gotta like this next part. The book suggests doing this if the players do have dinner with her. If one of the players still has a slod tadpole in their chest, have it erupt out of them during dinner time. Fans of the alien sci-fi movies will understand why this is happening. The slod is one of the secrets that a player could have. This information is found earlier in the book and in a previous video. Both of Zardarok's sons may also be found on this level. One is a duergar mind master and has a pet mimic. The other son may be found here with his ogre zombie. The upper level is the Ice Gate level. This level has enormous doors for the Chardalyn dragon to enter and leave through. The players can go up through 2 different elevators to move around the levels, and a few duergar will be waiting at either location. The lower level is the Forge level. This is by far the largest of the 3 levels. Here the players will find an iron mine, a forge powered by a red dragon's heart, and a passage leading to the Underdark. This could be a way to greatly expand future adventures. In addition to duergar, the players may find an Umberhulk, rust monsters, a Myconid sovereign, Quaggoth spore servants, giant lizards, a doppelganger, a barbed devil, and the leader Zardarok Sunblight. So much to encounter on this level here. So how does this chapter end? Remember that the dragon left as soon as the players arrived, and the dragon won't return until 10 towns is destroyed. If the dragon returns and Zardarok is still alive and the forge is intact, the dragon will be repaired. If Zardarok is killed or the red dragon heart which powers the forge is destroyed, the dragon can't be repaired. That's a big plus to the party. The dragon will remain at the fortress until Zardarok gives it further orders, if he's alive to do so. If Zardarok is killed, one of his sons could take over, if they're alive. If Grandolpha is alive and Zardarok isn't, she'll have any surviving sons killed and command any of the remaining duergar. If Zardarok and Grandolpha are both alive, she'll wait for another time to take over the clan. It all depends on what the players do as to who they kill as to how this will continue from here. That concludes our section on the Duergar Fortress. I hope you enjoyed this video and will continue us for the next one. The next video will cover Chapter 4 from the book titled Destruction's Light. That will be about the Chardalyn dragon and the attack on 10 towns. Until then, good luck and good gaming.